Good morning, students. Students, just now we discussed about matter, about molecules. We discussed that all things are made of matter. They occupy some space. Maybe it is big or small, but each and everything occupies some space. So they are called matter. And each and every matter is made up of molecules. The smallest particles the matter is made up of, it is called molecules. Now children, we are going to discuss that all the matter, all things are matter, we know that, and all matter are in three states. Means they can be divided into three states. They are solids, liquids and gases. So, we will discuss what are the characteristics of solids, what are the characteristics of liquids and what are the characteristics of gases. Now, solid. If you take anything like a book in your hand or a computer in front of you or the bed in front of you or the sofa set or the house or the car, they are all, you will say they are all things, and yes, they occupy some space and they have a definite shape, isn't it? Your bed, your building, your house, your maybe the table or the chair or the brick or the board or the book, they all have some definite shape. So they are solid. So solids have fixed shape and definite volume. So they are fixed. Like you take this duster, it is a fixed shape. You cannot bend and make it small, big. Okay, so it is fixed. Paper in my hand, it is fixed. It has a definite shape. Then anything like the table in front of you or maybe the computer. So all solids have a definite shape. You just look here, this solid, these are molecules, okay. So solids are made up of molecules, liquids are also made up of molecules, and any gases are also made up of molecules. These things you see, they are molecules. Okay, so solid has a fixed, rigid shape. You cannot change it. This paper. Okay, if you burn it, then it is different. But otherwise, it is fixed shape, or you tear it, it is different. It is rigid. You cannot change, mold it. And has fixed volume. Like you keep it in a vessel. Anything, like you take the chalk and keep it in this box. So it has fixed shape and volume, it has occupied some space. So solids have fixed shape and definite volume. It's fixed, it cannot be changed, like your ball, brick or book. Okay, now take the case of liquid. I'll just show you. This bottle is solid, but the water inside the bottle is liquid. See, it doesn't have any definite shape. You can see it can flow, it can move, and it takes the shape of the container it is used. If I am keeping it in a cylindrical volume container, it will take that shape. If I am keeping it in a bucket, it will take that shape. If I am taking it in a bowl, it will take that shape. If I am keeping it in a square bowl, it will take the shape of that. So they take, these liquids have no fixed shape. They keep on flowing. They can flow, they take it can be poured also, isn't it? I can pour the water. I can pour the water. You can see it is changing it is not fixed, but this water bottle is fixed. You cannot mold it and change the shape. by this water, you can see, and this water or liquids, any liquid, it can be your oil, the cooking oil which you are using, or the petrol, or your the juice you drink. So all the liquids, they do not have any fixed shape. It takes the shape of the container. Okay, the shape you are pouring it. If you keep it in a long vessel, if you keep it in a flat vessel, it will take the shape of that. And it can be poured and it can flow. So liquids have a fixed volume, but it has a fixed volume. Like this much, I am pouring this much water, so it has taken this much. If I fill the whole bottle, it will take the full volume. So it has a fixed volume, but no fixed shape. It has no fixed shape. The shape it takes is the shape of the container. Anything. It can be, you go to the kitchen and look at the oil, cooking oil your mother has kept, and in that shape it will be. Same oil, you pour it in a different type of vessel, it will take that shape. Okay, and it can be poured, it can flow, and liquids have a fixed volume. But yes, it has a fixed volume. You can see volume is fixed. This much water, the space is taking this much of space. The water is taking the 1/4 of this water volume. Okay, like water, juice, oil, these are. Like you have a look. You can see that the molecules, they are little far of each other. Can you see, children? Like solids, they are very close. The molecules are very close, but in liquid, the molecules are away, little away from each other. And coming to the next, the third state of matter, the gases. Now children, gases, they do not have any fixed shape, no fixed volume. Why? Because I told you about the cooking gas. You know, they have, the gas cylinder is filled with gas, but it has no volume, fixed shape. It can go anywhere. Just think of balloon. The balloon, the air you fill. Okay, you can't, air you cannot see, or the gases you cannot see, of course. Like the agarbatti, when agarbatti is lighted in your house, you can see the smoke, but you cannot see the thing coming out. The gases are filled with that perfume. Okay, so even your perfume bottle, those deodorant bottles, they are filled with that gas, but you cannot see them. They do not have any fixed shape, no fixed volume. It just floats. It is there. So they flow more easily than liquids. Okay, and the gases, I just told you, air, and you can see the molecules here. They have no fixed shape, no fixed volume. They are just gases everywhere here. In front of me, in front of you, at the back, sides, everywhere. But we can't see. Okay, we can't see. But if you take the molecules, they are very, very far away. They are loosely packed. That's why this cooking gas, which is packed in the cylinder, is loosely, so it moves. Okay. So these are the three states of matter. Solid, in solid, I'll just show you. Now children, you see these are the molecules. Molecules of the solid are very tightly packed. So solids are something which you can hold. You can hold it. You can hold it because it is fixed. They are the molecules. If I just told you, each and everything is made of matter, and each and every matter is made up of tiny particles called molecules. So they are tightly packed. So it has a fixed shape, you can hold it. Yes children, you will say that you can change the shape. Yes, I told you, if you press it or break it, then it can change its shape. Okay, like you take the ball, you press it very hard, it can change its shape. okay, but it has a fixed shape because the molecules are holding tightly to each other. Take the case of liquids. You can see there is some gap. The molecules are not so tightly packed. That's why the liquid can flow. It can be poured. It takes the shape of the container it is kept. It doesn't have any fixed shape. However, it takes the shape of the container it is poured. Okay, but it has a definite volume, because how much water you will put, or how much oil you will keep, or how much petrol you will pour in that. That will depend on the volume you are keeping. Okay, and now you see the gas, they are just loosely packed. That's why this smell of agarbatti, I just told you, it spreads from one room to another. Then the perfume, you may have dabs at perfume, and you get this, the smell comes in the next room or the adjoining rooms. Because if the gases, the molecules are very loosely packed, so they can go anywhere. They are freely moving from one place to another, because they are not at all bonded to. So these are the molecular structure of solids, liquid and gases. So this is all about solid, liquid and gases. Please read the chapter. Thank you, children.